The parotid gland is the largest of three paired salivary glands. It's found within the parotid bed, wedged in between the ramus of the mandible and the mastoid process. The parotid duct travels horizontally from the anterior edge of the gland, where it pierces the buccinator and enters the oral cavity through a small orifice. There are many structures in and around the gland. Superficially, the parotid plexus of the facial nerve and all of its branches. We also have the retromandibular vein and the external carotid artery. There are many lymph nodes within the gland as well. Parasympathetic innervation of the parotid gland stimulates production of a watery, thin saliva. The glossopharyngeal nerve, or cranial nerve 9, conveys presynaptic parasympathetic fibers to the otic ganglion. Here they synapse with postsynaptic parasympathetic fibers. These fibers are conveyed to the parotid gland through the auriculotemporal nerve. Sympathetic innervation of the parotid gland decreases secretions. Presynaptic sympathetic fibers are conveyed to the superior cervical ganglion. Postsynaptic sympathetic fibers are conveyed to the external carotid plexus, where they follow the external carotid artery to convey to the parotid gland. The lacrimal apparatus is responsible for keeping the surface of the eye moist. The gland secretes lacrimal fluid that's conveyed to the conjunctival sac through ducts. The caniculi convey this fluid to the nasolacrimal duct, which deposits into the nasal cavity and causes you the sniffles. Presynaptic parasympathetic fibers from the greater petrosal nerve are conveyed by the pterygoid canal to the pterygopalatine ganglion. Postsynaptic parasympathetic fibers are conveyed by the zygomatic nerve and the lacrimal nerve to the lacrimal gland. Postsynaptic sympathetic fibers from the superficial cervical ganglia are conveyed to the internal carotid plexus. These fibers will join the presynaptic parasympathetic fibers in the pterygoid canal and follow the same pathway to the lacrimal gland. Parasympathetic innervation of the eye causes pupillary constriction. Presynaptic parasympathetic fibers originate in the midbrain and follow cranial nerve 3 to the ciliary ganglion. Postsynaptic parasympathetic fibers are conveyed by the ciliary nerve to the ciliary muscle and the sphincter pupillae. Sympathetic innervation of the eye causes pupillary dilation. Presynaptic sympathetic fibers are conveyed from the lateral horn of T1 to T12 to the superior cervical ganglia. Postsynaptic sympathetic fibers are conveyed to the carotid plexus and the long ciliary nerve to the dilator pupillae.